What's up, y'all? So I'm doing all right, man. Still going through a battle with my mom. I know a lot of y'all are wondering, my mom's still fighting, still in her situation. So it's still been tough. But, we're staying hopeful. We're blessed and we're living in appreciation and gratitude. And I want to share that with y'all this year. Like, let's just start off right now. Like, what if this year was actually your year? Like, I want y'all to comment right now and let me know. And this is not what the message is about, but let me know what that looks like. Like, if this year was your year, like, let me know what it looks like. I don't want 20 things. What's one thing that you want to change? Because let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be straight up. And I'm talking to myself when I said, I'm sorry, I'm a little sweaty. I just worked out. Like, that's how dedicated I am to you guys. I didn't want to come in here with low energy. I just worked out. So I know I'm out of breath. You can't smell me, but I just worked out. So I make sure I have the energy to be able to serve you guys, man. High level energy. But just think about it. Like, we know this is true. We can't make change without making changes. This is just facts. So what are the things in your life that you are sick and tired of? I'm not talking about next month. I'm not talking about next year. I'm not talking about next time. I'm talking about what are the things that you're going to change? What are the things that you're going to change? Because that's a you decision. There's a lot of things that you can't control, but you can control your choices. And I don't care how hard it is, how impossible it may seem. When enough is enough, I promise you, you'll make a difference. For some of us, we ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I know that might seem a little bit insensitive, but it's true. So I just want to know, like, what makes this year your year? That's all I want to know. What do you let go of? What are you doing? What are you starting? Because a lot of us, we stay locked in the dreams, right? And that's all that we keep it as is dreams. It's time for you to turn that dream into reality. So if you can, press the share button. Thanks for the hearts, the likes, and all of that. I'm feeling the love. I appreciate it all. And this is what I want to share with you guys. First of all, you guys know I have 2 books out, right? Straight Up and The Greatest You. And by a surprise, like, this is crazy. And I want to be clear, like, I don't care if it was 10 copies. Like, I'm just grateful that my book is in y'all's hands and some of you guys' hands. You're reading it and it's helped change your life or gave you a different insight, and I appreciate it. But to my surprise, I got a little gift, and I want to show it to you guys. I got a gift in the mail from my publisher, and the gift was this. It says, I'm not sure if I'm holding it out right. It might be backwards. But it says, celebrating 100,000 copies sold, The Greatest You, Trent Shelton. And that's in July. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I was super hyped. And I'm not a person that talks about my accomplishments. That's just not who I am. But this one was special to me. And it was special to me because it's a book. And you might say, Trent, it's just a book. Nah, like, you got to understand, like, RehabTime started from the mud. It started from rock bottom. And how I grew up, people that I grew up around, we didn't grow up wanting to be authors or speakers. All right. And so many people put you in a box. So many people tell you what you can do. I had teachers that told me I couldn't write, really. I had teachers that did believe in me, too. And just to see this book go across the world, man. And actually, this is 100,000 copies in the U.S. The book is not even international. And this was like organic. There's a lot of authors that buy their books and to get on New York Times best, all that stuff. This was organic. And this is because you guys supported it. And that's crazy to me. That's way back in July. So that's not even including the sales since then. And the reason I tell you that, okay, I don't tell you that to impress you, right? I don't tell you that to impress you. I tell you that to inspire you. Like, straight up. A person like me, and when I say like me, I don't mean, just for the simple fact that I don't look like no author. I know times have changed now, but when I started, I didn't look like no motivational speaker. I didn't have the nice things. And I know that I set a trail for upcoming people today. I never pat myself on the back and take credit for it, but I know that's true. I know back in 2010, wasn't nobody doing this type of stuff and just speaking from their heart and inspiration and real. And for The Greatest You to impact that many people, and knowing the stories that are in there from the rehabbers like you guys, and then my stories is incredible. My mom's story is in there when she got healed from the first time of cancer, my whole journey of becoming who I am, and just knowing that that book went across the world and they sent me this. I ain't gonna lie. I shed some tears, man. I shed some tears. So this is us, guys. This is us. This is us. All right. This is you guys going to support the book. And this was like, when Greatest You came out? 2019, 18, 2019. So this was you guys. And so I wanted to show you that, not to impress you, to inspire you. And this is my message for y'all tonight in here. What up, Catherine? What's up, y'all? Appreciate it. Letting go of negative. I appreciate y'all. What up, Michelle? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And this is all I want to share. You are more than, okay? Now, people try to put me in a box. Society tried to put me in a box, said I'm just an athlete. And you see a lot of athletes like that's all that we think, people think that we are, and there's no life after sports. You are more than an athlete. You know, then people try to give me opinions, say, Trent, you know, your past is too bad, or Trent, you didn't go to school for this. You are more than people's opinions. And I want you to think about that right now, because some of us watching this, our whole entire life, we believed people's opinions. We believed our limitations. You are more than your limitations. You're more than the environment that you're in, the circumstance that you've been through, what you were raised around. You're more than that. But a lot of us, we start to believe that. We start to believe our limitations. The crazy thing about life is most people operate off of their limitations than their aspirations. Most people know what they can't do, but most people don't know what they can do. You are not your limitations. You hear me? And at the end of the day, the only thing that you are is what you choose to believe. And can't nobody stop you from believing what you want to believe in with you. Stop letting people put limitations on your life. You stop putting limitations on your life. Stop letting opinions control your life and dictate your future and shape your destiny. Their opinions don't have to be your truth. Their life ain't yours. What they think about you ain't got to be your facts about your life. You know how many people told me that I couldn't do it? But you know what? It wasn't about what they thought I could do. It was about what I knew I could do, what God called me to do. Can't no hater stop God's favor. It don't matter what comes against you. It don't matter who comes against you. When God got you, God got you. When it's for you, it's for you. Do you hear me out there? If you feel this, drop some hearts, man. I'm about to wake up my daughter next door. I know I am. Marley knocked down. She's going to be like crying in a minute. But I'm willing to risk that because I'm here to motivate you guys. Not forget motivation. I'm here to impact you guys. You are more than your failure. You know, some of us, we stop going for whatever it is because we failed before. Because we went through the journey. Let me tell you something. Failure is not an opposite of success. It's a part of it. Failure is feedback. Failure is a part of the journey. If success was a road, it'd be paved with failure. This is what I know that's true about people that make it happen with their life. People that make it happen with their life, they're not exempt from failure. They just don't surrender to it. That's it. That's it. Their life is not absence of fear. They just don't surrender to it. That's it. You are more than your failures. What happened to you in your past don't mean it got to happen to you in your future. You a whole nother beast. You a whole nother person. Who you were isn't who you are. You got to believe that. You got to believe that. We operating like this life is guaranteed, man. I see it firsthand right now. I see what losing life is all about. I see it firsthand. They got kids that I coach that lose their parents overnight. I see it firsthand. And we sitting here wasting our life. We sitting here wasting our God-given gifts because we waiting on somebody to do something for our life. We waiting on people to praise us. We waiting on people to agree with us. We waiting on people to support us. We waiting people to pat us on the back and say, good job. We're waiting on people to say, yeah, you can do it. I know those things feel good, but those things can't be the dictator in your journey. Do you hear me? What you waiting on? It's 2021. Half of us in here, and I know this might be insensitive, but it's facts. Half of us in here have already turned our back on the commitments that we made to the promises we made to ourselves at the beginning of this year because times got hard. Life is hard, but you know what's harder? Giving up. Times is hard, but you know what's harder? Quitting. Moving on. Breaking through is hard, but you know what? It's harder? Folding. You are more than the failures, man. Stop believing it. But Trent, every time I try, I fail. But Trent, don't you realize that some doors got to stay closed so you can walk through the right door? You know how many times I failed? You know how many times I did events and nobody showed up? You know how many books I had before I wrote this book that sucked? You know how many times I went live and only 10 people would show up, but I kept going. I kept doing it because I wasn't doing it for the numbers. I was doing it for impact. If you can't feel this, I don't know what's in your bloodline. And this is facts, man. I ain't none of these other motivational fluff speakers that be talking to y'all. This is real for me. I'm in the trenches. I'm in the mud. Anybody, this is real. I'm tired of people wasting their freaking life. Stop complaining about the things you aren't willing to change, man. You think people thought I could write a book? Absolutely not. But I knew I had to because people like y'all inspired me to do it. And so I did it. Y'all listen to the wrong people, man. Y'all listen to the people in the stands. That's what I hate about sports fans. They always talking about the players on the field when they ain't never stepped on the field. That's why I can't stand sports fans. And we sit here listening to the players and the people in the bleachers that don't have the courage, don't have the guts to actually get in their game of life. And that's what you listening to. You're taking advice from people who ain't never done it. and telling you what you can't do or what you can't be. And you letting that control your life. You allow people to stay in your life that ain't no good for your life because you are so afraid to be viewed as cold-hearted, so you rather live broken-hearted. You better start taking ownership of your life. You better set boundaries on your life. You better stop being apologetic for knowing your worth. You better stop being apologetic for rising above. You better stop being apologetic from separating yourselves from people who choose to stay behind. Do you feel me? Tweet all that. Instagram all that. Write that down because that's facts, man. That's facts. And I'm pumped up about this. Like I said, it ain't just about the numbers about this. It's about how I fought adversity, how I stood up, how I didn't fake it till I make it, how I ain't do all that fluff stuff other people did. It ain't even done yet. And this is far from finished in my journey. So again, you are more than your failures. You are more than their judgments. People judging you regardless. I had a talk with Tristan today. Tristan was like, man, people be judging me. That's my fear. I said, guess what? People judging you regardless. Everybody ain't meant to like you. There's probably people in here right now that don't like me. I don't care. You watching? I don't care. And some of us, we so sensitive. We so sensitive and we want to please everybody. The first step to being unhappy is trying to please everybody else. I told y'all that in 2015. And I'll tell you that now in 2021. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Some of us are selfish, man. And I'm going to tell you, selfish because you got so much talent, so many gifts in your life, and you can change generational curses. You can change so much in the community, but you sitting here because you scared. You worried about what people going to say because you fearful, because you're afraid to fail, because you're afraid to be judged. And I feel you. I was there for a second, but it's selfish because it's people that need your story. It's people that need your message. It's people that need your transparency. It's people that need your truth. And I expect people to start logging off because it's getting too real. Go listen to somebody's going to sugarcoat some stuff. I expect these numbers to drop because it gets too real. When they talk about the truth, nobody want to hear the truth. People want to run from it. People want to hear the things that make them feel good. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to create change in your life. Facts. Facts. 2021 had brought up a whole nother beast, and I told y'all that in my last live. I thought I was playing. I'm not playing no more. Don't hit me with no sympathy. Don't hit me with whatever. Because guess what? There's people going through hard times every single day. Every single day. The question is what you going to do about it, how you going to respond. You are more than whatever tried to break you. You're more than the people that walked out of your life. Didn't God tell you more than a conqueror? So why you operating like a little, I'm not even going to say that word. Why you operating like that? You more than a conqueror. You better start operating like a warrior. You better start operating like a beast. You better start operating like a champion. You better start operating like you serve an awesome God. What you tripping on? Because everybody ain't agreeing with you, because people ain't supporting you. Who cares, man? The people that supported me the most was the strangers in my life. Luckily, I had a really close family that supported me. But outside of that, a lot of my friends, all that, people wasn't supporting me like that. The ones that did, they know who they are. The ones that didn't, they know who they are. But you know what? Their support didn't have nothing to do with my level of success. Because what I was going for, whether they supported it or not, I was going for it anyway. Facts. So stop sleeping on your life. You are more than whatever excuse you're trying to give yourself. You're more than it. But Trent, this person walked out of my life. Who cares? I know it hurts, but guess what? Sometimes people got to walk out of your life to show you that they brought nothing to your life. Facts. And that's being straight up. That's being straight up. That's being straight up. This ain't no perfection talk. I'm an imperfect person. I struggle. I've been going through the worst times in my life, but I'm still showing up. I'm still showing up, but I'm doing the most important work, which is the internal work, the work that you don't see. And that's the most important work. So I ain't talking about you got to post about it. I ain't talking about you got to shout about it. I ain't talking about you got to tell the world about it, but you got to work it. You know what I'm saying? Your words got to be followed with work. Your words got to be followed with work. Your words got to be followed with work. And every time, bro, I say it every time. Every time you talk about self-responsibility and accountability, people trickle away because people don't want that. And that's the only way you get to your change is by learning the magic words of rehab time. It all starts with you. You cannot run from self-responsibility. You cannot run from self-discipline. You cannot run from self-accountability. You cannot run from those things. Stop pointing the finger at everybody else. I get it. Everybody else did this to you, did that to you. What you going to do about it? It's 2021. That's going to be the rest of your story, the rest of your life? You going to give them the power the rest of your life? You going to give that the power the rest of your life? What if I just told my NFL story for the rest of my life and didn't do nothing? Well, they cut me, they cut me. I wasn't good at it. They cut me. They were unfair. And that was my whole story the rest of my life. Child, please. Child, please. I refused for that. I refused for that to be the end of my story. I refused. I made that a chapter. And I used that chapter to build greater chapters because I found the strength to turn the page. So my friends watching this right now, it's time for you to turn the freaking page in your life. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? A rainbow? What you waiting on? A unicorn to come down? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Somebody, let me know in the box or in the chat. What are you waiting on? Let me know. I'm curious. Are you waiting on me to tell you, go get it? Go do it? Here you go. Go do it. You waiting on somebody to tell you they believe in you? Here you go. I believe in you. What you waiting on? What you need to stop doing is comparing your life to all this fluff on social media. You don't know people's behind the scenes. Your journey is yours. Theirs is theirs. Stop looking at their life and saying, oh, I'm afraid to start because it ain't going to look like theirs. It ain't supposed to look like theirs. You're unique. You're your greatest gift. And some of us, we are more than what we're selling them for. Hello. We're more than what we're selling them for in our life. Some of us choose to settle because we're so afraid to be alone. Some of us choose to settle because we're so afraid to go through the journey of finding ourselves. So we settle for less. And when you settle for less, your soul suffers. Your soul suffers. All right. So in 2021, this is my message. You are more than, and you fill in the blank. I want y'all to write this to me. Like, text me in my text community. Okay. The number 817-242-2719. Text me. Okay. I'll write it right quick. Yeah. You waiting for today? Yep. Well, you got it. If you've been waiting for today, here it is. Hello. And guys, you know, this is all out of love, man. Y'all know when I tap into T-Shell, where I'm at right now, you know, I'm on one. And I appreciate all the love, everybody. Like, let me tell you something. I'm not a life changer. I told y'all that before. Give that to the credit to those insecure people that want that. I'm not a life changer. I'm just a seed planter. If your life changed, it's because you decided to change your life. I can only plant the seeds today. The harvest took place because you watered the seeds. And that's facts. So I appreciate the love, but don't give me that credit. I'm just here trying to influence you, right, to do something more with your life. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I've always been here for, and that's what I continue to do till I tap out of this earth. But I promise y'all, 2021, the knob is turned up. Y'all gonna see a different trend than y'all used to be seeing. I promise you that. All right, because I'm not wasting my life no more, right? I'm not wasting my life. Life is short. And I know we hear that a lot, but when it's right in front of your face, life is short. And I refuse, bro. I refuse, man. I refuse to sit here and quiet my greatness, to sit here and silence my voice, to sit here and not do the things that I know God has called me to do because other people, because somebody don't like it, because I refuse that. I refuse. If you don't like it, you got two options. Either you can sit and criticize and watch me keep going, or you can unsubscribe, period. And that's the same mindset that y'all got to have. Either they can unsubscribe from your life or they can sit there and watch you conquer the world and conquer your struggle. That's facts. All right? That's facts. So if y'all with me, let me know in the comment box. I haven't been reading the comments. Let me know. Y'all with me? If you with me, drop some hearts. If you with me, share this message. And I ain't telling y'all to share it to make me look better. Share it because somebody needs this. I promise you. I get messages every single day. Say, Trent, I had no idea who you was, but Holly shared this, and I don't even know who Holly is. I don't know how she got on my Facebook. I don't know. But I know she shared a message and I needed it. So thank you. You can't wait to meet me. I can't wait to meet you. Can you come speak in my students? Hey, when I can try to do my best or whatever. I got a busy schedule. I give so much to people. I can't please everybody, but I do my best. And I know I do my best so I can sleep at night comfortably because I know my heart and I know what I bring to the world for this last decade, man. And I'm super proud of this. Like I call my dad. You know what's special? I call my dad and my mom. My mom can't respond, but she heard it. She heard it. And that's real. The greatest you. That's real. You know, they both inspire me so much, incredible, like inspire me to the core. My brothers, like everybody inspired me, man. And you rehab stories in there. That's what's beautiful about it. This book wasn't no fluff book. It wasn't no book to sell books. It wasn't no, strategy to be on New York Times bestseller. This book was for the people, by the people, and with the people. And you guys took it across the world. And I say this with tears in my eyes because this is my greatest accomplishment. And it's not because 100,000 copies sold. I didn't even look at the numbers. That's why I surprised me. I was like, oh, snaps. I thought we sold whatever. I didn't care about the numbers. I cared about the impact. And to get this, it just shows, man, how much, what you can do, how you can break the mold, how you don't have to be a person and fit in everything, man. So I'm just overwhelmed with emotions. And I call my team and I thank my team, everybody. But it ain't the end. It ain't the end. So thank you for the support, man. I'm actually grab the book right quick. So some of y'all, I got it, but I don't know. I'm sure a lot of y'all got it, but it's The Greatest You. And what's dope, I'm actually going to, if somebody texts me if you text me my text community, I'm going to give a signed copy away. I'm actually give a few away. I'm going to just pick people randomly. So just be like, Trent, I was on your live, and say what you learned from this live, and I'm going to pick people randomly, probably like 3 or 4 of y'all. But this is it, man. And for my face to be on here and, yeah, I'm through. I'm through tonight. But yeah, man, I love you guys. And I just want you to know, man, you are more than. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm more than whatever box society tries to put me in. So thank you, guys. I appreciate you. And thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let's get it.